Hey everyone, it's John here from Hot Take Hockey, back with another video, and this video is going to be a little bit of a rant. I just think hockey deserves more respect. We've talked about it. I think with the NHL playoffs, the NHL stepping up and coming up with the 2014 format, they were prepared. They were prepared for the playoffs, for hockey to come back. But Max Kellerman on First Take, they were talking about a shortened season with the MLB, coming back potentially, and then Stephen A's making his point about different aspects, and then all of a sudden Kellerman comes in, and you know what? I love First Take. I think it's very entertaining, but for me, I definitely lost some respect when I see someone going out of their way to disrespect the sport. And he talks about he doesn't want to hurt anyone's feelings, but then goes out of his way on the platform that he is to disrespect the sport that ESPN does not give enough coverage and enough respect for as it is. I'm just going to say it, and I'll say it right here. I have a hockey channel here, and I welcome any new people to the channel. Like, if you're watching and you're new, welcome. And I think for a platform like ESPN, who definitely has a lot of NFL fans or a lot of NBA fans that watch, or even MLB fans that are also hockey fans. I want to show the clip first and then I'll go over it. To say what Max Kellerman had to say, it pisses me off. It makes me angry. You know what? It's one thing to say and to admit fact that hockey is definitely behind in the US, but to basically dismiss it as a major sport. Anyways, I'm going to show the clip and you guys let me know what you think.
Listen, I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings, but in the United States of America, no one really cares about hockey. You know, the old joke is every town has 20,000 hockey fans. They all have season tickets. So the arenas are always sold out, but the TV ratings don't do anything. So it's not one of the four major team sports, although it has a strong, I don't know how else to describe it, cult following in this country, obviously in Canada.
So there was a couple things I got from that clip. One that just obviously is right off the bat. No one cares about hockey in the United States. Such a short-sighted statement by a guy that has such a huge platform, a sports platform. And then he goes on through his conversation joking around. I feel like that's a joke that was in the 1990s, or like even before that. Talking about 20,000 fans that have season tickets in a city and that TV broadcasts are nothing. ESPN does not cover hockey. So if you're talking about your own network, fine. NBCSN, NHL Network. So many football fans that I talk to don't even care about ESPN for their football. They go right to NFL Network. So that is just so irrelevant. So irrelevant to make a statement like that. And then to go on and say that hockey is not one of the four major sports. So football, basketball, baseball, lacrosse, NASCAR. What's the fourth? I would say it right directly to anyone. To make a statement like that is so short-sighted. You got blinders on. You've got blinders on if you're making a statement like that. The NHL, the first league in a situation we have in the world, the first league to come out with a plan. To come out with a plan and to basically confirm that plan. And so many people. And Max Kellerman is from New York. Sorry, Giants fans. Sorry, Knicks fans. The teams suck. The teams suck. The Giants, they have some promise. They're still not going to be a playoff team next year. Same thing with the Knicks. The New York Rangers are a team on the rise. So maybe Max Kellerman should wake up and realize Artemi Panarin, Mika Zibanejad, the goalies in New York, and realize that Rangers team is on the rise and they're actually participating in a 2014 format. I don't care who Max Kellerman is a fan of. Regardless, when you're talking about New York, when you're talking about one of the biggest markets in the U.S., the one New York team that's actually in is the team in hockey. So I don't want to hear any of that hockey. No one cares about hockey because I've interacted with many people that honestly are not hockey fans even close. And they are saying that they're actually going to watch and give it a chance. Anyone that has watched all four major sports, hockey is a major sport. Anyone that has watched the playoffs knows the NHL playoffs is the most exciting and the most unpredictable. We're talking about like a 4 or 5 year span all the way back into like 2015 or 2014. The NBA playoffs were so predictable. It was like it was going to be Golden State, it was going to be Cleveland, and then finally in 2019, the Toronto Raptors win the championship, and through that whole playoffs, ESPN, other US networks, dismissing the Raptors. Then after, they even win, dismissing the Raptors. Before this season, dismissing the Raptors. Again, this is not like a Canadian bias thing. This is just an all of hockey thing. This is a hockey in the US. I'm trying to give more respect and tell people, give more respect to the sport. Realize that this is a sport that should have some more respect. People look at the sport and think it's so complicated and just don't want to learn. If anything, I'm looking at a perspective. Before I got into NFL, I thought it was a complicated sport. I didn't really play football growing up, but I learned. I learned the game. I watched YouTube channels. For me, it's so frustrating that a person like Max Kellerman just straight out says no one cares about hockey. Of course, for people that are already casual fans as it is, are going to listen to someone like Max Kellerman. Some people don't care about what Max Kellerman says. They watch it for the entertainment. They watch it for Stephen A. But for the some people that watch it and listen to what he has to say, they're going to be like, oh, Max Kellerman doesn't care about hockey, and you know what? They're not going to give it a chance. Versus if Max Kellerman or anyone else with the platform maybe gave a little bit of respect to the sport. You had Evander Kane 2 days prior or a couple days prior, whatever it was, and a couple days later, you're saying no one cares about hockey. ESPN is the one network, I swear, you've never I barely see hockey on that network. And you're talking about baseball and somehow you just come up with hockey and start disrespecting it. Why didn't you say that when Evander Kane was on the call, that you don't care or the U.S. doesn't care about hockey? I will admit fact and say hockey is definitely on the 4th of that top 4 major sports. Hockey is a major sport. Anyone that says otherwise, I'm sorry, you're sleeping. You need to wake up. And yeah, hockey is probably number 4. I will say, and people have said this, if baseball doesn't come back, maybe hockey takes a little bit of a leap. Hockey coming back could be huge, and if it's first or second up with sports coming back and a 2014 format with the playoffs right in the play-ins, like that could be huge for the sport, for the league. And I've said it to many people. You can dislike Gary Bettman. It's not like I'm this huge Gary Bettman fan, but to be narrow-minded and not realize how much Gary Bettman has done for the sport and for the league, and for a whole bunch of people that don't want hockey to come back for the safety, we're talking about 2 months from now. I will rant on this channel so many times about people that are just trying to shut down the season and shut down hockey when we're talking about something that's not going to happen for another 2 months. They're talking about the season not resuming or playoffs coming back, the 2014 format, in late July, early August. As I make this video, it's June 3rd. So wake up, realize, and give more respect to this sport. And that's why Max Kellerman's the guy that has spoken and said, who cares about hockey, and making jokes about it and saying it's not a major sport. Oh my god, I couldn't get it. And so I just wanted to make this video to say, put some more respect on hockey. And yeah, if you are a new subscriber and you're new here, welcome to the channel. I make a lot of content. I'm not going to hold back. I'm going to speak my truth. If people on bigger networks just want to blurt out things that literally make no sense, I'm going to come on and shut that down. So please smash the like button if you agree with what I got to say. Of course, subscribe like I said. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. This was John from Hot Take Hockey. Have a good one. Peace out.